kwacu umwana n'umutware ni mu gihugu cy'ejo umwana n'umutware ukivuka narira burya araririmba aruta ibizwi byose binezeza mwana kw'ibere rya nyina ateye ubwuzu manukambakamba yatangiye gukina yiga guhaguruka yatangiye guseka yashaka kuvuga aruta ibizwi byose abana 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 ni mu gihugu cy'ejo umwana n'umutware umwana iyo yiga gutumwa atangiye gukubagana yatangiye ishuri ashaka kumenya twose kugeza b'ingimbi cyangwa se umwangavu afite igikundiro kandi.
In order to against the malnutrition of children who are under 5 years, Rwandan government and its different partners stand up and fight against malnutrition. That is why radios, including Radio Rwanda and other radios, did not stay behind in fighting against malnutrition of children who are under 5 years. That is why I took the road and go in Kayonza district, Ndego sector, in the Nday Health Center, and talk to the people around there, especially parents with the children with malnutrition. I also talked to health center leaders who are in charge of helping those parents to overcome malnutrition. I just wanted to know the importance of radio in fighting against malnutrition of children who are under 5 years old. They said that those shows that passing in radio have a big impact in fighting against malnutrition. Some said that they have learned how to prepare a balanced diet and other things they have said in their words.
My name is Nday Beatrice. I live here in Nkumbure side, Ndego sector. What brought me here is to take the Shisha Kibondo floor. It helps us in fighting malnutrition in children. In Radio Rwanda, I have heard the way we have to prepare food for our children. Normally what I do for my children, even if here we have a lot of sons, I have the chicken garden that I water every day. It has green vegetables, and even if we don't have fruits here, but I try to find for her the wood tomato twice a week in order to help her. I also try to get carrots and small fish just to cook all of them and to give them to her. Even if we live in bad place, in bad condition, but I try to fight for the malnutrition. And I got all those information from Radio Rwanda in Itetero show. They helped me because I came here with a child of 9.5 kilos, but in a few days ago, she has 12.5 kilos. I thank Radio Rwanda. It gives us the skills that we didn't know before. My name is Mkande Senga, that's it. I came here to get milk for the child because he's sick. Yeah, he's sick. He had the malnutrition problem. At the health center, they helped me to get those milk and flour. That they taught me how to prepare those milk and porridge for the child. I brought him in with a bad condition. It only has 5.2 kilos, but now he has 7 kilos. I thank the government who brought this system. It was hard for us, but because of government, now our children are doing good.
Not only parents who realized the importance of radios in against the malnutrition in the community, but also health center leaders said that radios help them to know much more on how to prepare balanced food so that they can teach the society what they are aware with. My name is Sebahizimurenzi Patrick. I'm leader in Dego Health Center. The contribution of Radio Rwanda, and it is not only Radio Rwanda but also other radios. Firstly, a lot of citizens has radios. They listen to them and they know how to prepare food and what is the balanced diet. Some journalists use it to come here and talk about malnutrition after saying that we also go back and talk about it. We emphasize on the children who are under 5 years who have the malnutrition. In order to make a good service, Kayonza district has partnership with Radio Izuba. Every week, the health workers go and make the show on Radio Izuba in order to help citizens to be aware of how to prepare the balanced diet food. We have announced the time that shows passing in Radio Izuba, and when they finish listening to it, they understand that they have to follow that show and get that information. But we also go around the cells and teach people about balanced diet and how to give children food. I can say that the contribution of radios in against malnutrition is huge, especially here in Dago. Children with the malnutrition are reducing. My name is Nday Jean-Marie. I'm in charge of good health here in Dago. I help children with malnutrition and give advice to those who not yet have it. Now we have 9 children with malnutrition. They are in red color. Others are in orange. We help them by measuring their kilos and meters. We give them advice and information on balanced diet. There are other channels that we use in order to spread that information, like Radio Izuba and Ministry of Health help us through advertising on how to help child in 1,000 days and giving the flow in order to help them in that problem. There are sometimes people give the talk show on how to fight with malnutrition. Example, the leader of RBC, he likes to give the advice to the people on how to prepare the balanced diet through radios. Even in Radio Rwanda news or before the news, we hear those show of 1,000 days, an ECD program that mobilizes the children and parents to care about 1,000 days and avoid malnutrition on young children.
My name is Wamaria Betty. I'm a community health worker here in Ndego Health Center. Radios are very important here we live in Ndego sector. It helps us to know exactly how we can avoid malnutrition, especially as the community health workers, and they teach us how to prepare a balanced diet for the child. In that way, we start by teaching parents who have children who are under 5 years to bring them here on health center where we prepare balanced diet together and we teach them how to prepare it, how they must have the hygiene and how they must make them in order to give them to their child. We do all of them thanks to the radios. Because people have different stage of finance, there are some people who has radios, there are some who don't have, and there are others who don't have even phone or radios. So what we do as health workers, we go and listen to them and listen to those information and give them to the society in order to help them to understand how they can prevent themselves and their children malnutrition problems.
Minisitiri w'intebe asaba abadepite asaba koloneli
Thank you so much. We have seen that radio has different impact on changing people's lives, especially in health. You were with Wellars Nday from Kayonza district. Goodbye.
asaba profesa asaba